Hello everyone, today is our theme C++ for loop with example. What is a for loop? This is a repetition control structure that helps us iterate over a section of C++ code for a fixed number of times. A for loop runs provided the test expression is true. The loop terminates execution immediately the test expression becomes false. This means before the execution of the loop body is each iteration. The condition has to be evaluated. If the evaluation returns a true, the loop body is executed. If the evaluation returns a false, execution of the loop body is terminated. In this C++ tutorial, we will learn how for loop works, when to use a for loop, and syntax of for loop. How for loop works. The C++ language's compiler begins by evaluating the initialization. This is only done once as execution begins. Second, the test expression is evaluated, executed. Third, if the test expression is true, the loop body is executed, and the test expression is updated. If expression becomes false, the for loop terminates. And after the execution of test expression, the increment is executed to increase the value of the loop control variable. Fifth, the test expression is evaluated again, and the process continues until the expression becomes false. And finally, if the expression is false, the loop body statements are skipped. Note: the test expression is updated after every iteration. This means different values of the loop control variable are executed in each iteration. When to use a for loop? The for loop should be used when you have a fixed number of iterations and you know the exact number of iterations. Syntax of for loop. Here is the syntax for the loop. For initialization, condition, increment statements. Here is an explanation of the above parameters. Initialization. This part is executed first and only once. Here, you declare an initialize loop control variable. The loop control variables can be more than one, and their values will change after every iteration. However, their values must be evaluated before an iteration runs. Condition. This part is executed next. For the loop body to be executed, this condition must be true. If the condition is false, execution will jump to statements immediately after the loop body. If the condition is false, on the first evaluation, the loop body will never be executed. Increment. Once the loop body has been executed, control jumps to the increment. You can leave out this part and use a semicolon instead. Again, the condition is evaluated. If it's true, the loop body is executed, and this continues. The loop terminates immediately the condition becomes false. Example 1. Including the IOStream header file in our code. It will allow us to read from and write to the console. Second, including the ctd namespace so as to use its classes and functions without calling it. And third, calling the main function inside which the logic of the program should be added. And creating a for loop. The initialization creates an integer variable x and assigns it a value of 0. The condition states that the value of x must be less than 5. The increment increases the value of x by 1 after every iteration. And fifth, to print the value of variable x alongside other text on the console. The endl is a C++ keyword meaning an end line. The cursor will print in the next line in the next iteration. 6. End of the loop body. And the main function should return an value if the program runs fine. End of the body of the main function. Example second. Declaring integer variables x, num, and factorial. The variable factorial has been assigned a value of 1, printing some text on the console, prompting user to enter value for variable num, creating for loop. The initialization creates an integer variable x and assigns it a value of 0. The condition states that the value of x must be less than or equal to value of variable num. The increment increases the value of x by 1 after every iteration. Calculating the value of factorial using the formula factorial equal factorial multiplied x. End of the loop body. To print the value of variables num and factorial alongside other text on the console, the main function should return a value if the program runs fine. End of the body of the main function. So that's all. Thank you for attention. Goodbye.